Talking about pandemic times here, too. In a time where fashion shows are a no-go, one team is still making a designer's dream come true. Now, last year, Metropolitan Fashion Week was a Los Angeles highlight. This year, they went virtual. It's a design competition with the name RunwayFX. Pop art went high fashion, and one design took top honors.
RunwayFX Designer of the Year is fashion designer Eric Bendaña and artist Sikwan of Nicaragua. Congratulations!
That's designer Eric Bendaña named RunwayFX Designer of the Year. One judge said,
I can totally see that at the Met Gala. I can see it hanging in a museum.
What is RunwayFX? It morphed from this, the Metropolitan Fashion Week show held last year at Los Angeles City Hall. Designers came from all across the globe. The 2020 pandemic, though, meant no show. So the team turned to producing a digital show and created the RunwayFX International Design Competition.
And the theme this year is pop art. So each designer had to create a masterpiece inspired from pop art. And each designer had also to create a face mask with their masterpiece.
What is it you wanted to give to the designers in this?
A big spotlight in Hollywood.
The winner was in LA last year, but he lives in Nicaragua. We talked to RunwayFX the day after Bendaña was named Runway Designer of the Year.
So for him to be in a show in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, it's a big deal for them in Nicaragua. So yesterday when we announced that he was the winner, he was crying, the model was crying. Today he's all over the news in Nicaragua.
14 designers took part. The winner of the Producers Award,
Ariel Clark of the United States of America.
This designer's dress made of straws.
So a cause that's really important to me that I think we can all relate to is the plastic straw issue and like the waste that's behind it in the U.S.
Ariel Clark's dress took 4 months to make with 6,000 straws. How did you attach the straws to make it into a dress?
Yeah, so everything's done by hand. It's essentially a technique that you'd use to make a beaded trim. So every straw was cut, melted on the top, hole punched, and then hand stitched onto like a piece of fabric. Here, the theme pop art expressed in menswear.
We chose to do some retro music themes, so we have a lot of like cassette tapes, 8-tracks, CDs, and various pop art colors on a white background just to keep it true to the original nature.
I'm thinking a singer needs that for the red carpet when we have red carpet events.
Yes.
But with no red carpets due to COVID, this competition helps fill the void.
Yes, it's very important, and also like during the COVID, like we have something to look forward every day, and with like coming home and Nikki like helping her.
And for the man behind it all, Eduardo Kawam,
It kept me busy. I was able to reinvent, create something new that I didn't know how to do before. I don't know how to put a show, a digital show. I know how to produce a show, a live show, a red carpet event. I've never done this before.
oh,
Wow.
I want to wear that in my next life when I'm 21. So in full disclosure, I was a judge for that, but the big name judge is Mary Murphy from So You Think You Can Dance and a winner of Project Runway. So it's a big deal for these designers.
Isn't it fun to talk about something other than coronavirus, even though this is technically a coronavirus-related story, for at least a few minutes, have a little bit of escapism?
Yes, but for them, remember, think how hard hit the high fashion industry has been hit by COVID. You know, who's going to events and red carpets right now?
Yeah, everybody's got to get creative.
Yeah.
Very
So
interesting.
proud of them all. Congrats.
Nicely done.